put this in the wash real quick. But I made some sweet tea if you want some.
It sure is good.
It is good.
Confidence to come in. That's what we believe.
Christopher Cannon doesn't hang out for very long.
Can I use your restroom?
Why don't you have a seat real quick?
Oh, yeah, I know what this is.
No, please, I need you.
Yeah, I know what this was. I just went to test it, that's all.
Okay.
I knew what it was.
What do you think it was?
Nothing.
No! Get down! Get down! Get down! Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. I wasn't doing it. I just came by and just restroom.
What we've got here, basically, you've been caught in a sting operation. Of course, that's why you're in handcuffs.
I've seen it on TV.
Who were you coming to meet?
Whoever.
What was her name?
I can't. I can't. I kept saying to myself, why am I coming out here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Turn around.
And how old are you?
33.
33. So you're twice her age.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing it. I swear. I wasn't going to do anything. She kept talking about the swimming pool and chatting back with me, you know, getting flirtatious with me.
Why would you even have a sexual conversation with a 15-year-old?
I really tried to avoid her when I first met her. Every time I get online, you know, she initiate the conversation and, you know, maybe, you know, flirt a little bit. But yeah, just chatting.
And you asked her if she's horny now, and then you asked her if she's wet now. Why would you care if a 15-year-old is wet?
Stupidity, man. I mean, I don't know why. Stupidity, man. I think sexually touching her and all that.
Chris, we've been doing this too long.
Yeah,
I understand. Y'all go through
I just saw you do the sign of the cross, so I know you're probably a religious man.
I'm about to.
And you would probably feel better if you
it never happened.
Never happened.
When I saw this on Dateline a few months ago, or whatever.
You show up in the middle of it.
Yes, I'm like, that is so sick.
Maybe you need some help.
I'm saying it's just.
I just came by and just restroom.
Forward. And I'm a director at my church. I can't believe this. But it's going like a record or anything. Ugh.
Sheriff's office, put your hands up in the air now. Put your hands up, turn away from my voice.
How you doing, sir? Good, how are you?
All right.
First things first, you understand your rights, right?
Yes, sir.
You said you can read and write and you graduated high school, is that correct?
Negative. Just stop by and tell a girl that I met offline that nothing's going to happen, we can hang out, but...
So what you're telling me is you drove all the way from Toledo to tell a girl that you're not going to have sex with her?
Pretty much.
What kind of things were you going to do with this girl when you got here?
Not the things that are on that paper. Supposedly from that paper she is 13 years. Actually, I'm getting ready to start criminal justice classes.
Why did you come to the house and enter the house at 6710 5K Avenue?
To meet with a person and just hang out.
To meet and hang out?
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to find in your car? Anything?
Negative.
Any pornographic material? Any child porn? Any condoms?
Negative.
Any alcohol?
Negative.
Any drugs?
Negative.
Weapons?
Negative.
Okay. Because you know they're going to inventory that when they get it back to the sheriff's office. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. When we go seize your computer at the residence, is there going to be any pornographic material on there from juveniles or small children?
As far as I know, no, but I have found before that my brother, I allow him to get on there at night, and he has put some of that on there that I've had to delete before. So.
Child porn?
There's been one instance where I found some of that and some, I don't know if it was like bestiality stuff or something, and I had to delete that, but there's a possibility because he was on there last night. Other than that, if there's nothing on there from last night, then there's nothing on there, that porn-wise.
Because you've deleted it all? Is that what you're telling me?
Negative, because I don't put any of that on there.
But you say your brother does, and
Yes,
he had
if
it
he-
on there
if he
before,
does.
other than last night.
Roger.
You're telling me that there's one picture of one underage person on your computer, but it got deleted last night, and you think that it was put on there by your brother? Is that what you're telling me?
If there was one on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. He could have done it. I haven't done that, though.
Did you
so
delete it?
I haven't deleted anything off there currently. I haven't been on there yet at all since last night.
Okay. I can tell that you're not being truthful. That's why I'm not writing anything down. I don't want to write down the lie and then have to scribble it out and then put in the truth. I want you to tell me the truth. Okay?
Negative.
Negative.
Why don't you have a seat?
Thank you, sir. Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
How are you, sir?
Good, thank you. What you doing here?
Just hanging around.
Just hanging around?
Yeah, I know that the house is for sale.
Oh, that this house is for sale?
Yes, yes.
And what made you thought that this house is for sale?
I heard about it. A friend of mine.
A friend of yours?
Yes.
And what's the friend's name?
His name is Hisham.
And what's his phone number?
He has cellular phone 703.
703? Well, why don't I just call him and I can ask him and maybe we can clear all this
I don't
up.
know exactly
no,
what's his limits or what is he willing to pay or what location.
All right, well, let me call Hisham real quick here. And what's your name?
Aladdin.
Aladdin. So I just want to get the story straight. Hisham, your friend,
Yes.
said, hey, I know about this house that's for sale.
Yes.
You said, oh, friend, I will go look at it for you.
Yes.
Out of friendship.
Yes.
And what do you think of the house?
What did you say?
What do you think of the
Looks
house?
good. Very nice.
Yeah. I think now is the time for you to tell the truth. Why did you really come here?
To see what's her name, Sarah.
Sarah.
Yes.
Do you know how old Sarah is?
No.
What is that number right there? What does that say?
12.
12. Okay. You know she's a child.
She told me 18, sir. Yeah, here it say 12. Yes.
12. You have a nice ass, baby, you ask. She says, I don't know, it's behind me. And you say, I'll tease it with, I had no idea about what was going to come next. You say, great, good girl.
A little bit.
Whoa. What are you doing?
Just a little bit.
You okay?
I am fine, just kind of.
Would you like to leave?
No, sir. Just, I'm kind of. I'm shocked, to be honest with you, sir. I lied about myself, and I'm not that kind of person, sir.
All right, if you're not feeling well, perhaps you should just go.
No, sir, I'm okay. Just I feel bad about myself.
I'm Chris Hansen of Dateline NBC,
Okay.
and we're doing a story on computer predators.
Okay.
And if there's anything else you'd like to say, we'd like to hear it. And if not, you're free to leave. What are you doing? Why don't you have a seat?
Thank you, sir. Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you. Good.
I gotta ask, you still gonna be up for tonight after seeing your girlfriend?
We'll see.
So how can I help you? Go ahead, have a seat. I suggest you sit down and take your hands out of your pockets, please. What are you doing here?
Not something good.
Why don't you tell me what your plan was?
I don't want to be.
this isn't good.
Not good? I think that's kind of an understatement, isn't it?
Can I know who you are, please?
I want to know a little bit more about why you were here first.
I'd like to say some identification.
For some of this chat log with you. It appears from this that you were setting up a meeting with a 13-year-old boy. Okay, you're only 13. Yep, 13. For a 13-year-old, you handle yourself pretty well. Yes, you are very cute, and when boys are that cute, they usually look like their moms. So you pretty much thought you were coming here to meet a 13-year-old boy named Conrad. Do you have anything to say for yourself? I like sucking and being sucked. I like to kiss. A rabbi. Now, presumably, you counsel families and children in your position as a rabbi. Children. What are you doing as a man of God, as a rabbi, in this house, trying to meet a 13-year-old boy?
I'm really, I don't want to do anything that's going to further make you angry.
I'm not angry.
You're coming across in a very angry and authoritative sense. I've asked you for identification as to who you are, and you've yet to show it to me. Right now, all that's happened is that I'm sitting in a house.
And you sent pornographic pictures through the mail. Okay, that's a federal offense right there.
Look, you know I'm in trouble, and I know I'm in trouble. I am not interested in getting any further in trouble. This is not something that I've done.
You've never done this before. You know, because I hear that a lot. You see a reaction on his face. And that pretty much seals the deal. He wants to know right then and there who I am. And so I tell him.
I don't understand why I can't have some identification.
I'm more than happy to tell you who I am. I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators.
Oh, no. Come on,
You don't want to touch anybody. You don't want it. It was real.
You've got to stop this.
Sit down. Sit down.
You don't have any
You're
right
free to leave anytime. We got phone calls from him for months. And he was downright mean. He blamed us for his situation. Here comes 53-year-old James Wiles, a retired truck driver from Jacksonville.
You can come on in. Hi.
Online, Wiles uses the screen name Hambubger.
Hi. How are you?
And here he is inside the undercover house, greeted by a 19-year-old actress hired by Dateline.
I wasn't sure if you were coming.
Oh, yeah. Told you I'd be here.
Wiles keeps his online promise.
Did you bring my M&Ms? Did you bring the condoms too? No?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back, okay?
We've blurred his graphic body language, which seems to telegraph exactly what's on his mind. You seem a little nervous driving around out there.
Yeah.
What are you doing here today, dear?
I'm coming to see her.
And how old is the girl you came to see here today?
She says she's 13.
13.
Right, I'm just visiting, that's all. I did not want to have sex with her.
That's not what it says here.
I know what it says there.
We will be making love all the time I'm there. Okay, cool. With my tongue up your blank.
But I say that on all the...
You say that all the time.
Right.
James, do you ever watch television?
Very little I watch TV.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Please, I'm not in for sex. I'm just in for friendship, that's all.
And to prove it, Wiles gives an excuse we haven't heard before. He says he isn't able to have intercourse.
Ain't a woman in this world give me a I'm past that stage now.